From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for Yan Dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Oh, what a move to get open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when we run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try the left side.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Mountaineers pick up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Movement here from the tight end. The run to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. The running back has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Moves. Razor. Awesome. Ready.
They'll try it over the left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it out with a touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Wildcats get enough for the 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know.
Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Arizona right back to the line.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. West Virginia, 7. Arizona, 0.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. A 1st down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And they swarm him under.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass options.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 15 over Washington State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He leaves it with his back. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They're getting this guy lathered up. Turns it on at midfield. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Coming after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on down.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. So the QB sneak is supposed to be a guaranteed non-loser. There are no guarantees in football.
No, there was nothing there for him right away. I think he thought he could try to sneak to the outside and maybe go get it using his speed, but he didn't fool anybody. Defense was ready. He ends up losing yards.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Wilkins, trying to get to it. He's got the back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage and try to let your running back or some...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Well not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
The inside handoff. Open space at the 25. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. Handoff from the shotgun. Jumped on top of the pile. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Arizona 21, West Virginia 14.
Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Set to advance on the ball.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This offense has a second down play. The give from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Arizona in a hurry. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
West Virginia.
They're facing a third down. He's got it again. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now on 2nd down.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Defense not showing press coverage. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They move the tight end all over. They're testing the right side here. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up 14 over Washington State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Arizona right back to the line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wilson on the carry. Smashes through. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. A lot of urgency for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can... He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give and the run on 4th down. Touchdown, Arizona! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Number 2.
After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
West Virginia, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Choose the score. Arizona, 28. West Virginia, 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Arizona in a hurry. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They'll throw it on first down. On the run, still looking. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Now he's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll mark it down, and that'll be enough for an Arizona first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays. To do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Arizona comes out with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over Washington State. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Second down coming up. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 3rd and inches. When your will, your heart, your desire is put to the test. At midfield, he's got room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
Movement here from the tight end. To the ground with the back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wide out in motion. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. At the 20, he's got space. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
They'll run it with Wilson. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on third.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. We'll get it started here in overtime. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wilson on the carry. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. They want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. A gut check on the doorstep. 3rd and goal here in overtime. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Wildcats. They strike first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
42, West Virginia, 35.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown.
Here we go. Freedom.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Wilkins. Gets rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The Mountaineers are threatening in the red zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be fit.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. Do you want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I got to be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Under. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try the run. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for two.
Double right. Cobra. Down.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll try to blast their way in. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it! Touchdown, Arizona! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
They need this two-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They've got to get it in on the two-point try to force a third overtime. Here comes the option. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Can you believe that? Scooped up that fumble and took it all the way back for 2. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like